Hello, everybody, Defense here, and welcome to Farming Simulator 19. This is going to be a brand new series on the channel. I have streamed this for a short little bit once before, so you guys, this was a while ago now, but I really want to do a series on it. And I've actually been planning this for a couple of weeks now. I did actually talk about it the other night in stream, and I think people really enjoyed the concept of it, and I talked about it in a past video too, so as I said, I'm looking forward to this. We're going to hop right in and get set up. We are going to do Farm Manager. I am considering doing a Start From Scratch series later on. I already know how to play, so I'm not just going to do this one. So we're going to do Farm Manager. I think it's a $250,000, so you start with 250,000. No land, no buildings, no equipment. So that's where we're going to start. And we are going to play on Felsburnn. I do have other maps. These are for future stuff. Switchback Canyon is actually one I just found on the mod store, the mod page today, and I don't know if I'm going to play it. I've done a little bit of play on Grizzly Mountain and a little bit on Rogue River. Those are more of timber style maps, but after we get a little bit farther through this series, we are going to eventually change maps, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in just a little bit. Honestly, let's see what we're doing here. Can I just take off the hat? No, we can't right away. All right. Well, actually, it should still have my normal stuff. Yeah, everything else is the same. This is my dude. You don't really get to do anything crazy. It's sunglasses or, you know. The hats. I chose the steel hat just because, you know. But I have a lot of mods. And this is, honestly, one of, I think, the only games where I'll hop in and do mod stuff first instead of running you guys through a vanilla series. But this one here, as I said, tons of options for mods. There's a bunch that I have to turn off because they are for like the those lumber maps that I talked about. So let me go through and turn off a bunch of these, and we're gonna hop right into the game, and I'm gonna show you guys our farm, and we might hop right into laying it out and buying our equipment. So give me a second to shut off a couple mods, and we'll be ready to go. I don't know where my brain was at, but it's 1.25 million. And yeah, that's a large amount of money right there. So we're here in Felsburnn. As I said, there's a lot of mods. I will probably run you guys through the mod list at some point, and I'll just talk about mods as they come up. I can put together a mod list if you guys want to see the list of mods that I play with. I will try and do that and put it down in the video description if that is something you guys would like to see. But I think what we're going to do to start off is I'm going to buy some of my stuff. So I've made up a list of what I want for early game and start stuff. And I think, oh, actually, you know what I have to do first? I should probably look into actually buying my land first and seeing what we have. It is still sugar beets here. I don't like sugar beets. There's so much work. And I didn't initially want 20. It is the one that's recommended to start on this map, and I initially didn't want it, but I don't want to end up having to spend a boatload of money, because like I was thinking, oh, I'll do 10, and I'm like, that's $500,000 right there. That's about half of what we got. So my plan is to buy 20 and buy up all of my stuff, do my buildings, and if I have the time, the money still, I want to buy 21. So we're going to spend $180,000 here to buy number 20. I would like to buy it. Yes. Boom. So we're going to have to, I am going to lease some equipment because you have to get 2 different machines for this. One of them is to top them. Oh, these are actually still growing. Ooh. So there's a lot of menus, by the way, that you guys can do. Where are we at in our growth stage on this? I think we're right at the end. So we're almost done. So that'll be a thing. What is, so remove tops? Yeah, so as I said, there's tons and tons of stuff in the game. I'll run you guys through it because there's a lot of stuff that I don't even remember sometimes. Like seeing these in the sell menu, I can never remember which one's wheat, barley, you know, oats, so on and so forth. Which one's hay, which one's grass. So it's all stuff I'm going to have to remember. But let me buy a quick tractor. We're going to buy our small tractor first. And we are going to start with the Fiat. I do like the Valtras. And the New Holland is real nice for the small ones, and this Massey Ferguson here. But the difference is, this is 105 horsepower for 80 something thousand. The Fiat is 150 horsepower for 30,000 less. So it's 45 more horsepower and it's cheaper. And because of that, I will be able to do this and add my narrow tires because I want to use this in the fields. But yeah, this is pretty big. Rear twins. Imagine putting that on a small tractor. That's nuts. All right, but yeah, so this only cost me an extra $1,000. So this is going to cost me $60,000 to buy. And I think that's a great start. So what I'm going to do is, just so we can see all this stuff, I'm just going to tab over here. Oh, actually, you know what? There we go. Sorry, I tabbed over to here, and then remember I had to change a couple settings. The only thing, so you can pretty much play the game however you want. You can adjust settings in any way that you want. The only thing that I ever turn off is plant withering. It kind of takes away from the game to have plant withering on, unless you're playing like a realism series, which I'm really not. I really want to show you guys this game, have a lot of fun with it, and really get going. So I have, you know, weeds will grow, growth rate is normal, I have to plow, I have to dump down lime, so on and so forth. That's all stuff we're going to have to do, which will be nice. So let me just get in here and do a little bit of buying. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw down, I'm going to buy everything that I need, and I'll bring you guys back and show you my nice line of equipment. What do you guys think? I meant to get a header trailer. I'll probably end up getting one of those eventually, but as I said, we ended up going with the Fiat 1300D. For a medium tractor, we got the Massey Ferguson 7719, and they both have the row crop tires or the thin tires, so they don't damage the crops, because I do have crop destruction on. I can't remember what they call this. I just call it the truck. I painted it green with black tires. Everything else is left the same colors. This is really the only thing I changed. And this will be what I'm going to use to cart everything. We have our Rostcell Mash. I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong. Combine harvester. This is the Nova 330. We have a trailer here. This one's a little bit more expensive because the other one, which is cheaper, which holds 2,000 liters less, it's got a swing bar kind of support here. I think it's called a trolley type attachment, and I have so much trouble backing them up, so I'm just not wasting my time with it. I spent the 4,000 extra and got the triple stacked with hood 12,000 liter trailer here. Which brand is this? This is the Stroutman, so that one's nice. This is the header. It's just the header that goes with the Nova 330. Nice and wide, does good work. And then these two pieces here are leased. This is the header. This is the top chopper. This chops the tops off the beets, and then this harvests the beets, the sugar beets. So they're all, those are not really going to be around long. They're going to be here for this field. The downside is they're working with is wicked small. So that's probably one of the reasons why I probably won't do sugar beets in the future. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. But I know I have to transport this all over there. So what I am going to do is I'm going to get everything hooked up to everything it's supposed to be hooked up to and transfer it over to the farm so we can really get going. I'm going to put this on the big guy. So the mod you guys would have seen there is the Follow Me mod. It's very nice and very useful when you have to move a lot of equipment. And it's pretty cool. Weird thing is, I don't remember this happening the last time I had this trailer. I don't remember it having to drop down like that and do crazy stuff. So we're gonna have to play around with that. I'll probably end up grabbing a tractor to do some stuff in the near future. Let's turn off. So as I said, we're gonna get a little bit going here. I'm gonna start off with the Fiat. That's why I left her running. Swing on in here. So I'm gonna do a lot of this myself, but there is going to be a bit of running the farm hands there, the workers, the helpers there. So we did hop into the Fiat here, but I just remembered this field isn't even ready yet. So I can't really even do anything with it yet. We have to wait for it to finish growing. So what I think I'm going to do instead is I am going to build our farm layout. We're going to get some stuff set up in the field. Not in the field, but on the concrete pad over here. But to do that, I got to get these guys out of the way. I was hoping to do this whilst leaving a bit of that to farm, so we might actually not, we might not even be able to get to that today, which is kind of a bummer. But what we're going to do is we're going to hop into here, hop over buildings, and I do have a couple of mods for buildings. One of them being, so they do have the initial farmhouse. It's not a bad house. I just like this one a bit better. One, obviously, yeah, the price makes a big difference, but it looks real nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to put her right over here. Right about here, because I wanted to have a little bit of this grass around. I think right there works. Boom. So now we're going to check it out before I put in the rest of my stuff. I had actually designed a layout, and I'm actually changing it on the fly right now. Most of the stuff's going to stay the same. But I did decide to move where our house is, and I'm actually going to put something different here. So, as you can see, we've got a nice little thing here. Look, I'm assuming that's either says trash or recycle. It's not in English, so I don't actually know. But it's a nice little place. I really like it. It's very well decorated. It's got an old-fashioned style oven in here, which is really cool. But aside from that, everything looks real nice. Huh, that's cool. That's this plot of land, but it's got a nice little setup on there. That's cool. I didn't notice that before. A lot of little nice details. That's probably the setup they had when they were here. I think that's also on this map. Yeah, it's this mountain right here. Cool. I didn't actually know that. So, a little bit more building. Whoop, not build. Get out of those. Well, you know, I can do it from over here. P. And the next thing we're going to do is I want to throw down some sheds. And I have this mod here, AJ Tech mod, and the thing I like the most about this mod, honestly the coolest thing, hold on, I got two, where's my marker? There's a marker on this, and I can never see it on certain spots. There it is, okay. So I need that to face the other way. But these builds, when you put them down, they actually go down like this. And after it's put down, you gotta come over here and do this. So all of these are available through the mod hub on here. So you'll be able to just do all this, get all these yourselves, play with all the different bits you want. But this here is our garage. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. I do like seeing it all go together. The modder did a real good job with this. And there we go. So the upside of this, it has double door pull through on this side, and this is where we pull our vehicles in to do any maintenance on them, change out the tires, add the 3-point hitch setups on the front. So let's close the doors and close the doors. So that's that there. Next thing we're going to put up is also in miscellaneous. It's all the way at the end, and actually there was another one that recently popped up. This one would match. I actually want to see what this looks like, because it is a little bit more expensive, so I'll have to sacrifice something else later. But I want to see how this looks and if it will fit. Oh, it will fit over here. Ooh. Because the other one had issues trying to fit over here. I'm just trying to see. There's a marker. There it is. All right. You just can't always see it. As I said, it is more expensive, but I think we're going to go with that one. And then there's a couple other things we're going to add in later. There's also a bunch of stuff in here I'm not going to end up using, but it is all stuff I have grabbed. Bloop, 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 bloop. So now we need our sheds. And as I said, I've designed this already, so I know what everything's going to look like. And I want to put... So we have their pull-through sheds, and I initially had them in the direct middle. So I want to be able to pull in and out of those. But I still think we can get away with putting this here. I'm going to put one... They do look a little off. I'm going to have to fix the ground up a bit, because they do seem a little uneven. So let's get that one building. Oh, that guy building. And then these are pull-through barns, so I'll be able to pull on through. They do have lights. So lights on, lights off, which is very nice. And I haven't actually seen this one yet. As I said, this is one that we're just now grabbing. Because I did have that other open bay one, because I didn't see this one. I don't know how I missed it looking through and designing everything, but this is our wash bay. We'll be able to come in here, pull in a vehicle, grab our bits. Which one is it? Turn on high pressure washer. So yeah, when our vehicles and stuff get dirty, our equipment, we just pull it in here, get our stuff going. And we'll be able to do that. And then there are a couple other bits. So again, I apologize. There probably won't be much farming today. I assumed that crop would be ready. My setup one, it was ready. So silos. I don't really care for the big metal ones. So the one actually goes along with this same pack. More of this one. Okay, so that is the front. And I have it actually back here. I want to line it up right with the edge there. And there. Boom. I just need to make sure I still have enough money to buy our other field. That's the important thing. And then... was it under sheds or is it under miscellaneous? So yeah, normally you pay $4,500 just for the pressure washer. I paid $12K and got a whole booth. So I'm happy with that. Okay, so we need the... I just noticed all of this is from the AJ Tech stuff. Huh. I'm gonna have to figure out who made this mod and thank them a ton. So what we're going to do here is these are where we're going to buy our seeds and fertilizer. You can just go over to the store and do it. I like the concept of being able to do it here. So I think that's what we're going to do. And I want to be able to pull right up to this stuff with a little bit of space in between. So let's get me swung around this way. And I want to line it up with this shed. It's going to be about there. And then I need the next one, which is this one. And this one is going to line up with this shed. I am kind of bummed you can't put the two sheds right next to each other. I was rather sad about that. But I can kind of understand it. Like, it makes sense. Okay, that guy go there. I think it's a little bit farther forward, but we'll be able to live. And then I wanted a fuel station right over here. Where's my rotate? I keep clicking R to rotate. I don't own this land? Yeah, I do. Huh. I thought I could put that over there. That's got a really long collision point. So it is a rather annoying thing. Let's see if I can put it here. Nope. Wow, it's got a really long, it's got a lot of collision points. Alright, well, I think we're gonna have to figure out the fuel station another time. Because I don't know where I want to put it. So, in the last, so there's two last things. We're gonna put this guy, and this is actually gonna go right over here. Let me rotate around so you guys can see. Because this is where our water comes out of already. So we're going to put this guy right, we'll just put it right here. Boom. We'll be able to come up to this and get water instead of having to drive over to the pond. And last but not least, my favorite, the bee house. I'm actually going to do 2 of these. And I initially had them over here. I might put them here. No, I want to keep them up there. So what we're going to do is we're going to put them right, because I want to be able to pull into that, and I want to be able to pull into those. So I think what we'll do is we're going to put them on the side of the road. As I said, all I did was change like 2 locations, and everything's a mess. This is why you plan and stick with your plans, guys. Because if you don't, it's just all gone. So, normally you'd want these facing a specific direction in relation to beekeeping, but I'm thinking what we're going to do instead is I want to have it... You know what? I'm going to do this. I am still going to have it face this way. I initially had them facing this way. And we did them right here. And then a second one was right next to it. And I want to see... This shouldn't block it, I don't think. Unless it makes me place it like a mile out. does make me place it like a mile out. Put it, you know, we'll just do the one. So this will make me money. It is a pretty cool looking building. Let me hop over there and take a look at it for you, and then we'll get the rest of these buildings put together. You cannot go inside of it, but you do got little bees coming out the front. I'm big into bees. We have bees on our property. We have a couple of hives. They're real nice. We're looking to expand, do some more stuff with them. Lots and lots of honey, but this looks wicked nice, and I love the idea of it. And I'm going to see if it's something I'd be able to do in my area. Because every area's got different rules and laws that we have to stick to, so that's where we're going to get our water from. It's nice. But yeah, let me get everything cleaned up. We're going to hang around and hope we are going to get some farming done today. Most likely these sugar beets. Let me see if they are ready. I might have to just skip a day. No, they're still growing. Alright, so I might end up resting through the day, but... Oh, I didn't show you the silo. Before we leave, let's show you the silo. Gotta wait for it to build. So as I said, most of those silos are big, tall, metal behemoths. And they're not bad. Like, there's not really an issue with them. I just really like this much better, where they've got the 4 interior silos. And all I do is I pull on in, I dump my stuff, and it gets stored in there. And I think because of that, I have the ability to store 4 different types of plant-related bits in here. Which is nice, as far as I understood, because I don't have anything in there right now, so I can't check. But I had put stuff in there in my tests just to see if I could. And as I said, I really liked it. Oh, don't double-click, it opens the doors again. But yeah, that is our farm. So, as I said, we're going to hang out, and I'm going to wait for this stuff to finish growing so we can start harvesting it. We're still waiting on it. I think I do have to sleep through the day. But once we get started with that, I'll bring you guys on back to show you what it involves. So, rather than hang around and wait for that to grow, I think what we're going to do today is we're actually going to take on a job. And the job I found that we are going to take on is the harvesting of field number 11. It doesn't pay a whole ton, but I already have my stuff, and I think it'll work. You know, I don't see any reason not. I'm gonna see if I can bale the stuff. That's always a fun little thing to sneak in, because if I can bale it, I think that'll be fine. I don't think I can. If they don't tell me I can bale it, I can't bale it. So I'm actually just going to harvest it. Oop, I almost hit that light post, which I think will be nice. Oh, I forgot to turn traffic back on. I turned traffic off earlier so that we could travel easier and get on over here. And I did not remember to buy the trailer for this header again, so we'll have to do that. I'll hopefully remember a little later on, but what we're going to do now is we're actually going to take the contract and harvest this field. I don't know, did we just take the contract? I probably didn't. Alright, let's see what we got. Contract. Accept contract. And we're going to do it all with my own stuff because I don't want to rent nothing. So we need F1. So I can remember which one I need. I need to do V to lower. And B to turn on. It's X to unlock. Not, what's it called? Alright. It's X to unfold. That's the word I'm trying to think of. Oop, and then how do I switch that? Pipe out, comma. I'll remember these all eventually. I just don't ever remember them. So, we are going to work on getting this field done right now. And whilst we're doing... Actually, you know, I'm going to do it in time-lapse. And I'm going to explain a little bit more about what I plan to do for this series. Welcome to our first time-lapse here, guys. I don't really plan on doing a lot of talking time-lapses for this series. I think we're going to do a little bit more of the music ones, just because there are so many times where we're going to have to do time-lapses. So I think I'll try and keep them, first off, shorter. This one here is a little bit on the long side, but as I was saying, most of them will be short, probably a minute, maybe a minute and a half, 2 at the longest for most of them, unless we're doing a really, really, really big project. But for this first one, I wanted to be able to take some time to speak to you guys about what our plan is for this series. So, first off, I want to apologize for my bad driving. I'm not used to the driving in this. I think I already talked about it in the video at some point, either before or after this. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I'm pretty bad at driving, especially the high speeds that this truck can drive at. It maxes out at 75 miles an hour, which is far and gone faster than the other vehicles. So turning and stopping is something I really have to think about, and I just don't. But that's that. I'm going to stop with the apologizing. But as I was saying, series plans. This year, I plan on doing 25 to 30 episodes per map is what I'm hoping to do. So we'll have, as I said, about 25 on here. And then when we get towards the end, we'll kind of decide what we're going to do. If we're going to transfer any animals, if we're going to sell all the animals and just take the money. We'll definitely be selling all of the equipment when we leave this farm. And I think most of the land, I don't know if I'll sell all the land. Well, at least on this one here, because I did have to buy all of the land. I'm not given any land on this map. So that's something that we're actually going to be doing is, at the end of this series, selling all that off. But as I said, towards the end, you guys will decide if we keep animals, if we transfer animals, so on and so forth, to our new map. And as time goes on, I'll probably decide on maps. I have 2 maps I'd like to try after this, but I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Because obviously, if you guys don't like the series, it may not continue. But I really do enjoy this game, and I'm really hoping you guys enjoy watching me play it. If there is something you'd like to see me do in this series, let me know. As I said, I do have some plans. I want to do, the standard planting stuff. I want to do some forestry. There's some other mods that I want to kind of add in and play around with. They have the bees, which I already have, which just produce money over time from selling honey. And stuff along those lines. There's also greenhouses, which are pretty cool. And for like farming, I have some modern field style techniques I want to give a try. One of them is agroforestry, where you have like a path that's your actual field, and then you have a line of trees, and then your field, and your trees, and your field, and it's supposed to help boost the number of trees in the world. It sounds like a cool concept. I want to give that a try, which I think would be really fun. I don't know if I'd be able to do it properly just because of how I handle things. But as I said, that's stuff we will work on in the future. If you guys have any other ideas like that, please do let me know in the comments down below, because any and all ideas are appreciated. If you know how to use something and I don't, please help me out because I'm really going to need it. In relation to videos, I'm hoping for this first week to get 2, maybe 3, and then the next 2 weeks after, I'm also hoping to do 2 a week, and then after that, I think I'll drop down to 1 a week. Just at the beginning of a series, I want to try and get a couple more episodes out to you guys so you guys can get a better feel for how everything goes, and we might drop it down. I am currently running 4 series once I add this in, because we're bringing back Don't Starve. We have Sky Factory 4, our Survival Minecraft Let's Play, and this. So yeah, this will be number 4. So it is a bit tough to fit it in, but I'm not too worried about that. We'll get it all set up for you guys so you guys can see everything that's going on. But yeah, as we're wrapping up this time lapse, the only thing I have to say is I hope you guys did enjoy it. And if you guys did enjoy this and the rest of the video, please do let me know with a like down below. But we're going to swing back on over and wrap up this field. That was a fun little contract there. I'm going to be honest, I did not expect it to take that long. I probably spent about 45 minutes doing that, and this isn't a huge field. I passed up on some big fields. Oh, come on, reach. Do we reach? No, we don't. Oh, I was so close. I backed it up and it reached. Thanks, game. Alright, but yeah, so we got this whole thing here, and the other upside is, once I finish dumping this, I am pretty sure we own everything in, yep, we own everything in this trailer. So I'm going to finish emptying it first, just to be safe. That's why I didn't go on that other run. I was about to go on, oop, I don't want to be in there. I was about to go on another run and dump it, but I went, I think I can complete this without getting rid of it. So let's hang out for a bit and see. And I'm very happy I did, because I will now have, how much is in here? 7,800, so we'll say 7,900 liters of this to dump into my silo, which will be great, because I need it, I think, for the chickens. I'll need it for the chickens. So, let's collect our 3,461 bucks. Boom. And that is the job done for the day. So what I'm going to do is we're actually just going to, I'm going to leave my, I'm going to leave that guy there for a minute. And I probably talked about it in the little time lapse there, but yeah, sorry about the driving. I'm still not 100% used to this driving in this game, and sometimes the wheels turn back, sometimes they don't. And this thing here has a max speed of 75 miles an hour. So you're going to kind of be used to that, and I'm not. The tractors move slower. I think the Fiat maxes out at like 20 something, and I think the Ferguson there, no, not a Ferguson. Whoop, the door moves the truck. Our other tractor there, I'm drawing a blank on it. Is it a Ferguson? Yeah, Massey Ferguson 77. Yeah. So that one there has a top speed of, I think, 36 or also 27. I can't remember, to be honest. All right, so let's dump this guy out. And the upside of this is they gave us a nice high ceiling in here. So we'll be able to do that. And I'll be able to show you guys a little bit more of what this building is like. Do we hit? I think it's just short. Yeah, I think we just miss it. Yep. Nice. So as long as I pull far enough forward, we're good. Alright. So once that goes down, it should be good. Let's put the cover back on. We'll pull this guy out. And I can, so actually let me roll back in here for a second. Can I do it from the truck? I just want to check if I can do this from the truck or if I have to get out. Let me open the top. Start filling. So yeah, I can just straight up start filling from there. I think I have an option if there's multiples. I think I can access this panel here. Whoop. No, I can't. Okay, maybe I have to have others in it, but I don't know. It will be something we'll play around with in the future. I think I can store multiple versions of different seeds or grains, different grains in there, so we'll have to play around with that. But I think this is going to be a good point for us to wrap it up today. So what I'm going to do is we're going to use this here quickly just because it looks real nice and I want to keep my truck nice and clean. I don't think the paint really ever gets dirty on this. I know the wheels do. So let's shut her off, hop on out, grab ourselves the high pressure washer and give her a quick wash. So you'll see the tires are all, it's not really dirty because all we did was drive it around a bit, but we are now nice and clean. Let's hop into the truck and we'll pull her around and park her. And I'm very happy with this. I'll go pick up that off camera. There's not really a need for me to go and grab it right now, but I had fun with this. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know there was a lot of chit chat today. This was my first time doing a farming simulator video. So as I said, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys would like to see anything particular in the series, let me know. But with that, as I said, I want to thank you for stopping in. I hope you did enjoy, and I hope you have a nice night, day, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is some defense. I hope to see you again soon. Peace.